Let me tell you what's going on right now. We just got back to Austin, Texas after traveling for 6 months, and we are with Winnie again, our RV, and we're gonna be living out of her again. So we're gonna be living out of her for about 2.5 weeks, then traveling again for another month internationally, and then coming back and probably living out of her again for a little while. We haven't been living out of her for maybe about a year? Gosh, something like that, because we are really digging renting apartments and having more space. So what's happening now is all the things that we got for our apartment, which weren't a lot of things, granted, because we don't have much, but we do have some more things, are all in Winnie. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like and take you through a little bit of the process while I clean her back out and get her ready for our RV life. Meanwhile, as Winnie has been sitting for 6 months and she was in a field in Texas, rats decided to make a nice home out of her since we weren't using her. So the engine was filled with rat's nest and rat's poop, and they chewed a bunch of the wires. So Conor is working on the engine and figuring all that stuff out. He's gonna go exterior, I'm gonna go interior, and we're gonna whip this baby into shape. Look at all that poop indeed. Yeah, you can see. There were huge rat's nests over there, and then poop on the engine, more rat's nests over here. There were hornet's nests down here.
See all the wires they chewed.
Yeah, we think that this is windshield wiper stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, it's mostly windshield wiper stuff, but there's definitely some other stuff going on. Maybe some lights. But the big stuff seems to be working. Brakes moving into gear, didn't overheat, so that's all good.
So I've just started taking out some of the stuff. Got a table, that was Conor's art table, Conor's piano, got our acro mats, and this is what we got going on inside. Some of that's just like our backpacks, but this here we got like that tub of stuff. I don't remember what's in that. I think it's stuff from our place. This was our bed that we were sleeping on. It's like an Asian mat. Bedding, it's mostly bed and bedding, and then in the back we have like some kitchen stuff, shower stuff. Man, yeah. And we've been using the shower back here as a bit of a storage space. So we have our juicer. I think that other box is just something that we need to get rid of and send back to Zero Shoes. And our fancy clothes, handstand training, sleeping bags. So yeah, we got some fun stuff to do. It's always fun to come back and see what goals we had on here. Oh my gosh, a triumph. That container I was talking about, it's empty. Totally empty. We just had the extra storage container because when we sold Conor's truck, we got rid of a bunch of stuff and we had it, so that is great. So my goal now is to get everything that we just used for our apartment that I think we'll want to keep. Maybe except for this big boy over there. Into there. These are really cool if you haven't seen one before. This is how we pump up our tires. We can plug right into the cigarette lighter. Which runs off solar power back here, or we have one up there that runs off of the car battery. Okay, so I unpacked that whole box, and what was in it was basically bedding that we were using in our house, and a shower curtain, a bath mat. Here are the other things we're gonna keep. This is more bedding stuff Connor's mom makes us these, which is just so sweet. Okay, we had saved our 2 light bulbs, which also go with the lights that we use for filming. And the other things I'm gonna save are our bathroom scale, these pipe nipples, which go on our handstand canes for when we get bigger ones, a couple of pans we had bought, and it's like an ice cube tray. And I really don't like using plastic, but we had bought these things and they're amazing, so ice pop thingies. And we're gonna save these big light umbrella things for filming as well. So what is now in this box is stuff that we're getting rid of. I'm feeling pretty slick right now because I just realized that we can actually use our Thai mat, our Asian mat, on top of our bed. It's really flat. It doesn't take up as much space as I thought it would. And there's a crack in our bed. Like there's a spot where part of the bed comes out. And it creates like a little bit of a crack, like a little divot in the middle of the bed. And so I actually think that this will feel nicer to sleep on. So I'm gonna do that. By the way, for anybody who's interested in getting like a really nice, affordable, comfortable, minimalist sleeping space, I really recommend this Asian mat. This is the double size, but they come in singles, doubles, queens, and different colors. And this one was $97, I think. I'll put a link in the description below. Yeah, we ordered it online and it came to us and we've been loving it. This comforter is amazing. You may have seen another video I made on it, but it's a Charm, like plant-based down comforter. So it's a lot like a down comforter, which can be super warm, and this one's also really soft, but it's made with natural plant fibers. I love it. I really recommend it. You can also check, if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description below. And yeah, with products that I really love, I put them on that page, that recommended products page. So some of them I get a kickback if you buy them. Some of them you get a discount if you buy them. And some of them get nothing. But I just, you know, people ask me all the time, what do you use for this or that? So that's where I put it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so soft. I also think it's giant, so this will be interesting. I'm just organizing stuff back here and kind of getting us settled in with things like the essential oils that we traveled with, and then, you know, where we're gonna put our compost bin. This is what we pump our water into. Yeah, so it feels good to be down to kind of like some of the last steps. I'm gonna find a new spot to hang the toiletry kit. Then I'm gonna kind of play around with the closet, see what we got going in here. This is mostly handstand training stuff, but we have a couple of packing cubes that I want to revisit. One of my favorite things about coming home is deciding what we do want to keep and having another chance to sort of revisit everything else. I really notice how much, after I've been traveling with just my 19-liter pack, I just want to like come back to Winnie and get rid of everything that I don't need. But also the reality is that being a homeowner, being a vehicle owner, an RV owner, any of those things you do, there are a few more things that you need. But I love the challenge of like keeping it to the minimum possible, but the maximum necessary to really enjoy the things I love. I think that I have some clothes here that I was hanging on to thinking like when I get back I might want them. And I'm really excited to see what that looks like and get rid of anything that I don't want. Hey Conor, you want to show me this engine?
Oh yeah, I do. First I can show you all the rat's nest and poop that came out of it, which is like, honestly, it's like 8 pounds or something. And basically, yeah, you can just see like all the wires that I taped are ones that were eaten. There's all these little pieces that have come out. Some stuff for air pump, some stuff for the windshield wipers, and some other little housing unit kind of stuff. So all of that needs to be replaced, and it's just going to be like one step at a time. I'm sure the rats enjoyed our home for a little while.
How are you planning on getting the rest of the stuff out of there?
Well, if I could take it to like an outside car wash and just like maybe vacuum it first and then use a pressure washer to hose off the engine, I'd do that. But I think having it be here, probably just get some cans of compressed air and spray the stuff out as best as I can, and then maybe spray it down with the hose and be really, really careful not to hit any of the wires, especially the exposed ones. All of them are disconnected from the battery, but still just want to like not get them wet, because when I do take care of it and put it back together, I want it all to work. All these new connections go down to that guy and change out these wires. Yeah.
This is how we fill up Winnie's water tank. She wasn't originally like this, but none of her was really originally like this. Totally gutted her. The water tank used to sit over there underneath a seat that was like part of kind of like a little diner booth seats and a table in between. And I took all that out. Pretty much took everything out except for the fridge and the toilet. Changed it all around. Got rid of a lot of stuff.
How we looking?
Getting there. Yeah. Nailed it. Now I'll just turn on the water pump, which will pressurize the system. Nice. So it's day 2 in Winnie. We just had our first night and an epic thunderstorm. Rain, thunder, lightning, the whole thing all night long. And Winnie held up super great. There's only one spot over here where we got a little water coming in, but actually we think it's that this guy got kind of like filled up with gunk and then the water didn't have a way to leak out. So she's still super watertight, which is amazing. I slept really well. I love sleeping in Winnie. All right, so I think I'm gonna leave the Winnie video there for today. We're making our dinner in here, as you can see. About to have a salad. And I'll probably be making a couple more videos while we're home in Winnie. There's some things I'm excited to share about. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.